Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a simple truth. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, while failure is merely a few errors in judgment repeated over time. The question we must ask ourselves is, which path will I choose? Because at the end of the day, discipline is the key that unlocks the doors to every dream we hold dear. Self-discipline is the invisible thread that connects where you are to where you want to be. Think of it as the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. Without that bridge, dreams remain just that, dreams, floating in the distance, unreachable and untouchable. Every great achievement in history has been built on the foundation of self-discipline. It's the force that drives action in the face of resistance, that keeps you moving forward even when motivation wanes. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. This is why we say discipline is the master key to success. It turns ideas into realities and potential into performance. Imagine standing on one side of a vast canyon. On the other side lies everything you've ever wanted: a healthier body, financial freedom, fulfilling relationships, and personal growth. Your goals shine brightly on that horizon, but the question is, how will you get there? Without a bridge, without self-discipline, you remain stuck. You can see your dreams, but you can't reach them. That's the reality for so many who wait for circumstances to change, for luck to arrive, or for the perfect moment to act. Self-discipline isn't just about willpower. It's about creating habits that serve your purpose. Habits are the building blocks of the bridge. Every disciplined decision, no matter how small, adds another plank to that structure. Waking up early to exercise, saving a portion of your income, dedicating time to learning, all these actions might seem insignificant in the moment, but together, they create the path that carries you toward success. It's important to understand that discipline isn't always comfortable. Here's an example. There will be days when it feels easier to stay in bed. Picture a student preparing for a big exam or give in to distractions. Their goal is to excel. But remember this, but achieving that pain of discipline is temporary, while the pain of regret can last a lifetime. Even when they'd rather be scrolling through social media or hanging out with friends. You're reinforcing that bridge. Their consistent effort stronger and more reliable. And when the exam day arrives, they cross the bridge they've built with their discipline. Their success is no accident. It's the direct result of the choices they made daily. The beauty of self-discipline is that it doesn't just bring you closer to your goals, it transforms you in the process. It shapes your character, strengthens your resolve, and builds your confidence. Each step you take reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. So, let's not view discipline as a burden, but as a gift. It's the tool that empowers you to take control of your life, to shape your destiny, and to turn your dreams into accomplishments. The question isn't whether you're capable of building the bridge. The question is, are you willing to take the first step? Because the bridge to your dreams is waiting for you to construct it, one disciplined action at a time. Success doesn't arrive in grand, sweeping gestures. It's not the product of one monumental event or a single life-changing decision. Instead, it's the quiet, consistent actions we take daily that ultimately define our outcomes. Think of these actions as seeds. Each small step, no matter how insignificant it seems in the moment, is like planting a seed in the soil of your life. With care and persistence, those seeds grow into something extraordinary. Consistency is the multiplier of effort. Imagine you commit to reading just 10 pages of a good book every day. That's not a lot. Anyone can do it. But over the course of a year, those 10 pages become 3,650 pages, or roughly 12 books. Now imagine doing that for 10 years. That's 120 books. The impact of this single, simple habit could completely change your perspective, your skills, and your opportunities. The secret is in the compounding effect of consistency. This principle is visible in every area of life. Take physical health, for instance. Going to the gym once won't transform your body, but going 3 times a week for a year, that's 156 workouts. Add proper nutrition to the equation, and you'll see a dramatic shift. Each of these actions feels trivial on its own, but over time they create a wave of change. The same is true for relationships. A small gesture of kindness, a note of appreciation, a genuine compliment, or an act of service can strengthen bonds over time. When you consistently invest in the people around you, those relationships flourish. Neglect, on the other hand, allows distance to grow, just as ignoring a plant causes it to wither. However, this principle isn't just about taking action. It's about doing the right actions repeatedly. If you practice a bad habit consistently, it too will compound, just in the wrong direction. Spending recklessly, ignoring your health, or procrastinating on important tasks may not seem to hurt you today, but over time they can lead to serious consequences. This is why awareness and intentionality are so important when choosing the actions you'll commit to daily. Let's consider the story of a sculptor. They don't carve a masterpiece with one mighty strike of the chisel. Instead, they chip away at the stone, one careful stroke at a time. Progress can feel slow, even imperceptible at first. But with patience and consistency, the shape begins to emerge, and eventually the masterpiece is revealed. The key to embracing small, consistent actions is to trust the process, even when results aren't immediately visible. It requires faith that the tiny steps you're taking today will add up to something remarkable over time. The work you do in the shadows, the unglamorous, everyday effort, is what sets the stage for greatness. Remember, extraordinary results are the byproduct of ordinary actions performed consistently. Whether your goal is to improve your skills, build a business, or achieve personal growth, the formula is the same. Small steps repeated over time lead to massive success. So, start today. Plant the seeds of the habits that will transform your future, and trust that with consistency, those seeds will grow into the extraordinary life you envision. One of the most powerful traits a person can cultivate is the ability to delay gratification. It is a skill that separates short-term indulgence from long-term success, and fleeting pleasure from lasting fulfillment. At its core, delaying gratification is about choosing what you want most over what you want right now. It's a mindset that prioritizes meaningful accomplishments over temporary satisfaction. In our modern world, instant gratification is everywhere. We live in a time when almost anything we want, information, entertainment, or material goods, can be accessed with the click of a button. While this convenience has its benefits, it has also conditioned many of us to expect immediate results. The problem with this mindset is that real success rarely comes quickly. It requires time, patience, and consistent effort. Think of a farmer planting seeds. They don't expect to harvest crops the day after planting. They know the process requires nurturing the soil, watering the plants, and waiting for nature to take its course. Delaying gratification works the same way. It's the act of investing in the process, knowing the rewards will come later. The ability to delay gratification has been studied extensively, perhaps most famously in the marshmallow test, conducted by psychologist Walter Mischel in the 2960 CES. In the experiment, children were given a choice: eat 1 marshmallow now or wait 15 minutes and receive 2 marshmallows. The children who were able to wait demonstrated higher levels of self-discipline, and studies later showed they tended to achieve greater success in life, from higher academic performance to better health outcomes. This experiment underscores a profound truth. The ability to delay gratification is a predictor of long-term success. Believe in yourself, before you dream of believing in yourself. Delaying gratification requires a clear vision of your goals. When you know what you're working toward, it becomes easier to resist distractions and temptations. For example, if your goal is to save for a house, you might choose to skip a luxurious vacation now. If your aim is to improve your health, you might decline that second serving of dessert. These sacrifices may seem small in the moment, but they are powerful acts of self-control that align your actions with your long-term vision. It's important to note that delaying gratification isn't about depriving yourself. It's about making intentional choices that support your growth and aspirations. When you delay gratification, you aren't just sacrificing the present, you're investing in a better future. The pleasure you forgo today often pales in comparison to the rewards you'll enjoy tomorrow. This skill also strengthens over time. Each time you resist a short-term temptation, you build your self-control muscle. With practice, it becomes easier to stay focused on your goals and make decisions that align with your highest values. Over time, this discipline compounds, leading to greater confidence, resilience, and success. The ability to delay gratification isn't just about achieving external success. It's also about personal fulfillment. True happiness comes from knowing you've worked hard, stayed the course, and earned your rewards. The satisfaction of accomplishing a goal after weeks, months, or even years of effort is far more meaningful than any fleeting pleasure. In the end, delaying gratification is a form of self-respect. It's about honoring your potential and prioritizing the life you want to create. So, the next time you're faced with a choice between immediate pleasure and long-term progress, remember this: every small sacrifice today is a step toward a brighter, more fulfilling tomorrow. At the heart of self-discipline lies personal responsibility, the unwavering acknowledgement that your life, your choices, and your outcomes are ultimately in your hands. It's the realization that while you can't control every circumstance, you always have the power to control your response. This mindset is the cornerstone of personal growth and the bedrock of meaningful achievement. Taking personal responsibility means owning your decisions, both good and bad. It's about recognizing that your actions, not external factors, determine your success. While it's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even luck, doing so only relinquishes your power. The moment you accept responsibility for your life is the moment you reclaim your ability to shape your future. Self-discipline thrives in this environment of ownership. When you take responsibility, you eliminate excuses. Instead of saying, "I didn't have time to work out," you say, "I chose not to prioritize my health today." Instead of thinking, "My boss didn't give me clear instructions," you ask, "What could I have done to seek clarity and ensure success?" This shift from external blame to internal accountability is transformative. Let's consider the story of two individuals faced with the same challenge: a sudden job loss. One person blames the economy, their employer, or bad luck. They spiral into frustration and inaction, waiting for someone else to fix their situation. The other person, while acknowledging the setback, takes responsibility for their response. They update their resume, reach out to their network, and learn new skills to become more competitive. Over time, their proactive attitude leads to new opportunities. The difference isn't the challenge they faced, it's how they chose to respond. Personal responsibility also fosters resilience. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. When you embrace responsibility, you stop viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. This shift empowers you to adapt, learn, and persevere. You understand that failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone on the path to success. Taking responsibility doesn't mean being overly critical of yourself or carrying unnecessary guilt. It's not about beating yourself up for past mistakes. It's about learning from them. Every decision you've made, every action you've taken has brought you to this moment. When you own those experiences, you gain the insight and wisdom needed to move forward with purpose. Moreover, personal responsibility strengthens your relationships. When you hold yourself accountable, you build trust with others. You become someone who honors commitments, admits mistakes, and takes initiative. This creates an environment of mutual respect and collaboration, both personally and professionally. The beauty of personal responsibility is that it puts the power back in your hands. It reminds you that you are not a victim of circumstance, but an architect of your destiny. By accepting responsibility for your actions, you unlock the potential to achieve your goals, develop self-discipline, and create a life aligned with your values. In the end, personal responsibility is not just a practice, it's a mindset. It's the belief that you have the ability to direct your life, no matter what challenges arise. When you embrace this principle, you lay the foundation for self-discipline, resilience, and enduring growth. So take ownership of your choices, commit to your goals, and step boldly into the life you are capable of creating. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of success, the guiding principle that shapes our actions and steers us toward our dreams. By embracing personal responsibility, we take ownership of our lives, empowering ourselves to rise above challenges and make intentional choices. The ability to delay gratification teaches us to value long-term rewards over fleeting pleasures, reinforcing the habits and behaviors that lead to meaningful accomplishments. It's through small, consistent actions that extraordinary results are achieved. Each step forward, no matter how small, compounds over time, transforming effort into mastery. And ultimately, self-discipline becomes the bridge that connects our goals to our achievements, turning potential into reality.